Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jessica if you are. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. I am so excited to sit down and film my Project Pan update for the month of December. And I'm just in disbelief that we are going to be in January next time we talk about this project. I'm really hoping to finish up a few products before the end of the year. So really doing that final push before the year is up. And I have some good updates for you. And I think I'll have even better updates for you in the new year. So if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel, or maybe if you've been watching my videos and haven't yet subscribed, I'll really appreciate it. I'm so close to 4,000 subscribers, and I think if I could hit that by the new year, it would just make me feel extra special and accomplished for all the work that I put into YouTube over the past year and several years building up to this. It's been a really fun hobby and I've been enjoying making videos. So I'm going to continue to make videos in 2024 and I hope that you are around to watch them. Life has been pretty crazy right now. There have been multiple deaths in my life from close people. My father-in-law recently passed away, and I also had another close friend recently passed away to cancer. And it's just been a very heavy time, but also all that heaviness just brings reminders to revel and enjoy the love and happiness that is so blessed upon all of our lives. And I've really been trying to focus on that and connecting with people the best that I can and making the time with people valuable and important. So not like I need to remind anyone out there, but just want to say that life is so precious and short and we need to enjoy it as much as we can. It is our duty. That is my belief. So it feels good to sit down today on a Saturday and enjoy my little YouTube hobby and clean my house, and my Christmas tree's all decorated, and now it's time to just like get everything put away and organized and ready for the season. And I love this time of year. It's so cozy. I just love being in my home. And if you haven't seen my video and you want to know more about my space, you can check out my apartment tour. I did a very in-depth tour of my entire home. So if you want to check it out, I'll link it right up here for you for whenever you want to watch it. But for now, let's talk about these Project Pan items. Starting with the item that's been in this project the longest, I have from Tarteist, the Pro Glow palette, and I've been working on the contour powder, bronzing powder called Sculpt in here. Here's what Sculpt looked like at the beginning of the year. It came in January. The entire palette together was weighing 260.61 grams when I first brought it in. As you know, this was a very gradual progress. It's actually been quite satisfying to pan this over the course of the year and track something over such a long period of time. And once I finally did hit pan, the ever-growing pan is always so fun to watch, especially in these progression videos. I love to watch them. I find them satisfying. I hope all of you do too. Here's what Sculpt was looking like as of last month. It was weighing 256.38 grams. I reached for it 20 times in the past month, making for 208 uses total. Today it weighs 256.08 grams, so I used 0.3 grams of product, and here's what it's looking like today. And I know that that pan is going to be just a little bit bigger. Not dramatically, but I never really appreciate it until I see the side-by-side videos. My goal for this item was to use it up during the course of the year, and I doubt that's gonna happen. No way can I get through this much product. It's actually quite high, especially on these side areas over here, and I'm no way gonna go through that in 1 month. But my plan for this is to take a progress video of it at the beginning of the month in January, or like the very end of December, and then repress it for my January update and refresh and weigh it from there. I think I'm also gonna take it out of this pan so I can get just a more accurate weight of just the pan that I'm working on and not the entire palette. So that is the plan for that one. I still have goals for this for the next update. I'm going to reach for it as much as I can, as much as I'm wearing makeup, and I would love it if I could hit side pan on the other side and have like 2 separate little chunks of product there. I think that would just be fun to share with all of you and satisfying for me. I just have visions for my goals sometimes. So that is all for this one, and I really have been enjoying this palette. I actually was able to pick up this palette from a garage sale, like new in the box with the plastic film, never been touched, never been used. It was like probably from somebody's FabFitFun box. I remember this one out in, and I got it for like $1 or something like that. So it's been really, really great to have around. I've been reaching for the highlights quite a bit. I especially love wearing this one in the inner corner strobe. It's beautiful as an inner corner highlight. A little bit chalky for my face, but I can make it work, especially if I mix it in with this one that's a little darker here. This is Stunner. And then I hit pan on Lit a long time ago, but I've been expanding that pan. And Fire is a nice bronzer topper, but I'm not really typically reaching for that, especially not during this time of year. But all in all, have loved having this palette around, and it's gotten so much affection from me. And that makes me feel good. The next item is another year-long item. It is the E.L.F. blush palette. I brought this in January, and my goal was to hit all 4 shades in this blush palette by the end of the year. So here's what it was looking like in January when I first brought it in. It definitely had quite a bit of love on it at the onset of this project. It was weighing 92.1 grams when I first brought it in. And this one too has been such a slow going product. I have hit pan in these one by one, but always like several months apart. And it has been just a exercise in patience with this one. I believe I hit pan on that nude like terracotta shade first, and then the light pink shade, which I've expanded that pan quite a bit over the past several months. And my third pan that I've hit was that corally sparkle shade in the bottom left. And now I've been really focusing on that bottom right berry fuchsia type shade. As of last month, it was weighing 89.06 grams. I reached for it 24 times this month, making for 288 uses total. Today it weighs 88.81 grams. So I've used 0.25 grams, a quarter gram of product in the past month. Here's what it's looking like today. And I hope you'll see that that deep pink shade in the bottom right is starting to get quite a nice dip on it. I'm really focusing on like this region of the pan, the bottom right corner of it. And there's also a little divot up in the middle on the right side, kind of like the upper middle. And I have been focusing my eyeshadow brush in there whenever I'm using like a pink or purple eyeshadow look. I've been trying to remember to reach into this blush and just get that pan a little bit deeper because I am determined to hit pan on this by January. That was my goal for the year, and I was a little afraid it was too far for me to grasp. But I think if I really go for it and consciously use this as an eyeshadow religiously and reach into that little divot that got there on accident so long ago, I might be able to hit pan on it. And I'm sorry if you think that's like kind of cheating a little bit, but I have been using the heck out of this blush. It is on my cheeks every single day, and it's a beautiful winter shade. I actually have grown to quite love it, and I've enjoyed using it. So hopefully by the next update, I will have a pan for you, and I am going to roll it out of this project by the end of the year. I'm not going to continue to pan it. And my plan for it was always to declutter it, but I'm kind of second guessing that right now because I just love this shade up here so much. And now I also love this shade, and this shade, you know, this like cool tone pink is so trendy right now. And I don't have many other of those in my collection. So I think she's going to stick around because she's an oldie, but she's a goodie, and I'm not one to throw away good things that I enjoy just because they're older. I'm going to continue to enjoy it until I can't anymore. That's just me. I hate wasting things. I hate throwing away my money. You know, like we don't need to shit on old things all the time. Okay. This next item is a hair product from Bedhead. It is their Small Talk Thickifier Energizer Stylizer type product. This product has been quite the challenge for me, but I have made some pretty incredible progress, and we still have a few more weeks in this year to go. I'm going to go for it for sure. In these videos, I'm showing you the level using my finger on the side, so sorry if it's kind of a hard way to see it. It's hard for me to show it, but this is the best way I've been able to figure out. It was weighing 235.71 grams when I brought it in, and as of last month, I had just gotten down to like the below halfway point. It was weighing 117.9 grams last month. I only reached for it 7 times this month, which is lower than last month's, but still a good amount. So I've used it 57 times total. Today it weighs 97.5 grams. I've used 20.4 grams of product. And at this point, we are just about there on the bottle, like probably at the less than a quarter mark, I would say. Just below where the writing starts on the side here, just there. So I've definitely got a ways to go still, but I'm gonna reach for it. This part of the bottle that I have remaining is the most narrow part of the bottle down here. The product should go quite quickly at this point, at least quicker than it would have in the middle, of course. And I think that if I style my hair like curly a few more times, I should be able to get this used up. But I haven't been loving the curly method. I've really been trying to embrace it and like find a way to style my natural texture, but it is so much product, and then my hair just feels heavy, and then the next day it looks like crap. After I sleep on it, it's a rat's nest, and then I have to do the whole product routine again, like to revive the curls, and then I'm just adding so much more heaviness to my hair, and then it just feels like very weighed down. And like when I blow dry my hair, it lasts for 4 days. I can do a nice blowout, just brush it before I go to bed, put a little bit of oil in it. I wake up in the morning, I brush it out, and this is what it looks like. And I can wear it like this for 3 or 4 days. And I know I'm adding more damage to my hair when I'm blowing it out, but I just like how I feel when I blow it out so much better. I just feel a lot more polished and put together. So I don't know what to do. I think I also need to explore other curly products. This is like not the best product for my type of hair, I don't think. I think I need something that's a lot more hydrating if I'm going to be encouraging my natural wave like that. And this one is just like a little bit too sticky, but I'm gonna continue to try and use it during this month and just embrace some curly looks here and there and hopefully have this used up by the end of the year. And if I don't know if I'm gonna like finish it all the way. I might just like call it good wherever I land, but I'm really gonna go for it and see what happens. The next item is the Milani Eyeshadow Primer. I brought this into the project in March, and my goal for this was to use it up. I have never finished an eye primer in my entire life. Well, no, that's not true. I finished a glitter primer, but I've never finished a regular eyeshadow primer. So I thought I wanted to try it and go for it and just see how long it would take me. So here's what this product was looking like when I brought it in April. It was weighing at 9.66 grams. I've been reaching for this every single day that I've done my makeup, or at least my eyeshadow, since I brought it into this project, but the progress on it has been so slow, as to be expected from an eyeshadow primer. I just didn't actually realize how slow it would be, but we have been making progress all the same. I just really underestimated how much product was left in here. Here's what it was looking like last month. It was weighing 5.86 grams. I reached for it 20 times this month, making for 177 uses total. Today it weighs 5.14 grams, so I've used 0.72 grams of product, and here's what it's looking like today. And it is very skinny, and I'm getting to the point where I have to like push down into the component like this to get product to come out of the tube. And I almost called this empty because I am finally getting to the point where I really have to like really push to get things out. And for me, I mean, that's pretty much good, but I know that there's still more uses in here. I could probably get out maybe like a week's worth of eyeshadow primer still from just what's remaining in this little top zone. And I know I can also cut into it and get a couple uses that way as well. So I'm going to just be a completionist on this one and share a nice scraped out empty primer capsule with you next month and just take it all the way to the finish line. We've come this far together, like why quit now, you know? So I'm going to keep it in one more month, but I'm going to roll in something to replace it just so I'm finishing hopefully an extra item during the course of this year. It'll just give me that extra push that I need to get one more empty before the year is up. And of course, I'll let you know what that is at the end of the video. The next item is my first empty of the month, my only empty of the month, but this is very exciting all the same. This is the E.L.F. Power Grip Primer, and you can see I have it cut open and scraped out and completely used up. I love this tube packaging. It makes panning things very easy and fun and satisfying. I've been working on this primer since September, and it was quite empty when I brought it in, but I just wanted that final push to like remember to reach for this and finish it up before the end of the year. So here's what it was looking like in September. It was weighing 23.1 grams. I've been going through this one quite gradually, just a couple times each month. So my progress is pretty slow, but still visible. Here's what it was looking like last month. It was weighing 18.77 grams. I reached for it 7 times during the past month. And here's what it's looking like today. And as you know, it is completely empty and used up and cut open and scraped out. And that feels very satisfying. Today it weighs 15.85 grams. So I used 2.92 grams of product, and I've used it 14 times total in this project and 7.25 grams of product total. So I'm happy to say this is not coming in with me to the new year, and I actually probably would repurchase this item in the niacinamide formula, like the pink one. I'm not gonna go out and repurchase it right now, but maybe if there is a sale on Ulta next time I make a purchase, or one of these days when I make a purchase, I might pick it up. But for now, I really don't need it. It does help for like all day makeup, but typically I don't really need all day makeup. But in a time that I do, or I want a product like this, I might pick it up then. This next item has been in since September of this year. It is the Ordinary Coverage Foundation, and I've been trying to use this up. I'm really upset with myself because I had this standing vertically for probably a good week to prepare for this video, and it was nice and settled. And then as I was sitting here with my little box of makeup down here below, it fell over and got all messed up. So you don't get to see the visual progress that I was able to see as of 5 minutes ago, but I was able to make a mark before that tragedy happened. This foundation is so good. I love it so much. And I'm really sad I can't get it again because I know it's a very affordable product. It's been discontinued. I actually ended up getting this for free when I purchased a selection of other Ordinary products. They were doing some kind of special where you were able to choose this or their other foundation. And they were probably trying to market it, and it didn't work because I don't think anyone bought this, and now you can't get it. And it's too bad because I love it. I've been wearing it every single day since panning it, of course, and I have no complaints. It blends in beautifully. It sits beautifully on the skin. It lasts beautifully. It's high coverage, but it's hydrating. I'll be sad. I will. But I will also feel very satisfied because we are so close. And I know that this will be finished by the end of the year. So I have little markings on the bottle here. This is where we started in September. I made a huge jump. Gosh, I must have been wearing a lot of makeup, or at least doing my makeup a lot in September. I was here in October. Another big jump in November, not quite as big. And then here we are in December, pretty much on pace with where we wanted to be and where we were in previous months. And now I have just this little bit remaining at the bottom. It's still coming out of the pump just fine. And once it is not coming out of the pump, you best believe I'm gonna be opening this baby up and scraping every little bit out of there that I can. And I will be very satisfied to share an empty foundation with you in my January project pan video for the new year. What a great way to start the new year, right? With a new foundation. I'm looking forward to it. But for the meantime, I'm going to enjoy every little drop of this, and it is staying in. And I can't forget the fun numbers to share for this one. So when I first brought this into the project, it was 42.15 grams. As of last month, it was 26.52 grams. I reached for it 21 times this month, making for 80 uses total. Today it weighs 21.11 grams, and I've used 5.41 grams of product in those 21 uses. So I'm thinking maybe, hopefully, there'll be like 10 or 15 more uses left in this bottle. Next item is a lipstick. I'm trying to finish this lipstick before the end of the year, and I'm also so close. This is the Essence Matte Lipstick in their old packaging. This is the shade 01 Natural Kiss, and it's a really pretty like peachy nude. Not the best for this time of year, but I find ways to make it work. There it is in the swatch. I actually really like to wear this over deeper toned liquid lips just to kind of brighten them up a little bit or make them a little bit more wearable or less impactful for my daily workday. And it's been working great for that. I also have been trying to use it as a blush, but it's such a light shade that on me, it's not the kind of blush that I like to wear. I like very bold, rosy cheeks, and this is just not gonna do that for me, at least not during this time of year. But I might reach for it as a blush a couple times in the next few weeks just to get that final push to get it used up. So here's what this lipstick was looking like when I brought it in October. It was weighing 15.27 grams. Here's what it was looking like last month in November. It was weighing 14.92 grams. I used it only 7 times in the past month, which I was hoping to use it more, but I still got some good progress on it. I've now used it 20 times total, and here's what it's looking like today, weighing 14.75 grams, and I've used up 0.17 grams of product. And we love to see a nice little lipstick nubbin. I just think it is the cutest little thing, and it always makes me feel so excited for the empty lipstick that I know is in my near future. I've also been marking this in my book, so here's where it was in October. I was able to use up to there in November, and here we are in December. So I was able to use that nice little dark section there in those 7 uses. So I think I should be able to finish this one by next month. I think if I slack on this one, I might miss the mark, but you guys know me. I'm not a slacker. I am never one to slack, especially not on my project pans. So of course I'm gonna give this my best shot before the end of the year. And I think I should be able to accomplish this goal for all of you and for me and my inventory by the end of the year, which is in less than 30 days, which is crazy. Okay, another fall over failure. I have my Glow Recipe Dewdrops. I brought this into the project just last month, and I let it fall over again and ruined my nice little progress line. But at least with this one, it's pretty viscous, and it goes right back down to the bottom. It still bothers me. I don't know why, because I always I'm so careful about keeping them standing up, and then all of that goes out the window when I have them on my lap ready to film for you. This is my ADD brain. If you can relate, leave me a little swirly eye emoji in the comments, because the ADD is strong with this one. So here's what this item was looking like when I brought it in last month. It was weighing 26.15 grams. During the past month, I reached for this 13 times. Today it weighs 20.5 grams. I've used 5.65 grams of product, and here's what it's looking like today. And I think I've used about half the product that was there, if I remember correctly. And may I just say that I have been loving using this product. It is very pleasurable to use. It smells delicious. It makes my skin feel nice and plump. It has niacinamide in it, and it also has like glittery particles in it, I suppose, that give your skin that nice little glow. You really cannot detect the glitter. When I look at this in the bottle, I don't see any glitter, but when I was reading about it on the Sephora website, that was how they described it. It has like almost this like pearlescent something in it that just makes your skin kind of glow from within is the idea. And it really does make your skin feel really hydrated, plump, and glowy. I've been loving it. I mean, who doesn't want to feel that way, especially as a 37-year-old woman, hydrated, plump, and glowy? Like, give it to me. I'm a spring chicken again. It makes me feel young, like a girl. But actually my skin now after Accutane is better than it has ever been. And I feel like almost this new youthful resurgence in me, just like enjoying good skin that I never was able to enjoy as a young woman. So this is definitely helping my skin just to feel a little bit extra youthful, and I've really been enjoying it. I don't know if I would have purchased this item. I know it's probably pretty pricey, the full price, but this was such a good value from Sephora. This was one of their birthday gifts last year, or maybe it was this year. I'm not sure. I think it was this year. But what a great little gift, because this has now lasted me. It was half full when I brought it in, so I'd used it probably for at least a month or two before I brought it in, and I still have quite a bit to go. So for a little birthday gift, that's a nice one. And it also came with another product as well. So if you haven't gotten your birthday gift yet from Sephora, I would recommend picking this one up if they still have it. And I'm on track, I believe, to finish this before the year is up, and that means it won't be in my next inventory for the year. Although I can't really decide how to categorize this item. Is it a skincare product, serum? Is it a primer? It really can be used as both, is how they describe it on their website, but I probably would not include this in my primer category. It really does feel like a skincare step in the morning that just preps my skin for makeup, and it does that beautifully. And because I only had 9 products in my project as of last month, this is my 9th and final item. This is a liquid lipstick from Kat Von D. This is in the shade Double Dare. So I've been going through my liquid lipsticks over the course of the past year or 2 years and just trying to use each of them one at a time, just see how they're wearing, see if I enjoy the color, and see if it still has a place in my collection. So this was my liquid lip of the month, and my goal was to use it 6 times, and I'm happy to say I was able to reach for it 7 times. I don't have any progress videos on this one, but I do have the change in weight. So when I first brought it in, it was weighing 15.39 grams, and then after those 7 uses, it weighs 15.12 grams. So I used 0.27 grams of product, and I'm really happy I brought this into the project. It was a beautiful shade for fall. I thought it was going to be a little bit deep, but once I was wearing it on a more regular basis, I didn't find it to feel that way. I was able to wear it to work, and it weared beautifully. And I love those like deeper nude shades that wear nicely on the lip. It fades evenly, I guess I would say. It doesn't like fade off in chunks, and kind of fades like from the inside out and like a nice little ombre look where it doesn't look weird or gross. So it worked really well for a work day, and I really do still love these liquid lips. Even though they're quite old in my collection, I still have quite a few of them, and I still enjoy wearing them, and they still perform and smell just fine. So I'm going to continue to use them as long as I can and get my money's worth. And this one's going back into my makeup drawer. So with those 9 items, I have that one empty, I have the one very, very close to empty, and then I had one item that was just missing from last month because I think I was just like in a very tired mood when I filmed my last update, and I like couldn't be bothered to find another item to bring in. But I'm feeling better today. So I'm not only gonna bring the product number up to 10, I'm actually gonna reach for the stars and bring in an 11th item to replace. Well, I'm not really doing it. Okay, I'm just like to give myself a lot of kudos because no one else does. So I have to give it to myself. I just feel like that's a good practice. Everyone should just celebrate every little win that they have because why not? Life is hard. So this one I'm going to replace, and that'll be my 11th item. I already explained that. I've had a lot of coffee. The first item I'm bringing in is from NYX. It is one of their sample primers. This is the Plump Right Back Primer, and I think I can finish this up before the year. I just don't really want to bring this into my inventory next year, and it's such a small amount of product that I should be able to go through it pretty quickly. And I've actually already gone through a full size of this primer, and I really, really love it and enjoy it. It does exactly what it says it does. It hydrates and plumps up your skin. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's actually a very similar product to the Glow Recipe Dewdrops. They kind of live in the same house or fill the same niche. That's okay. I'm just gonna see what I can do on this anyways. And this one, because I can wear it more as like a skincare, like I probably could double them up. That feels kind of overkill. I could also just take turns with them and alternate them and see what progress I can do that way. So we'll see what I can do. I think I might be able to get through that in a month, maybe more, but that's okay. I'm just gonna bring it in for fun. And I'm really wanting to go through like all of my sample size products in the next year. So if I don't finish this and I have to bring it into 2024, at least it'll be that much further along to finishing next year. It was actually pretty empty right at the get-go. I had to kind of like squeeze the air out. I've only used it once, and already this is how empty it is. So of course there's always air in the tubes and all that. So this is 8 milliliters of product, and I'm going to enjoy using this no matter how long it takes me. This next item is also kind of an ambitious one, but I'm gonna go for it all the same. This is an eyeliner I would love to finish up in the next month. I don't know, it's very small, but is it small enough where I could finish it in a month? My goal for this is to reach for it every single day I do my makeup. This will be my eyeliner. I'm gonna take a little break from winged eyeliner unless I'm doing like some kind of special look. I've really been enjoying gel eyeliners a lot more recently. I'm reaching for them more frequently. This is what I have as my liner today, and I think it's nice and black and thick and creamy, and it also stays in place, and I've really been enjoying using it just in the course of its life. Did I mention this is from Ulta? This is the Ulta Gel Eyeliner, and I drew it in my book so I can track it this way for all of you, and hopefully I should be able to at least make some good progress on this in the next month. The reason I want to pan this is because I just recently got 2 more black eyeliners. There was a black eyeliner I purchased in the Sephora sale, and then I had a 100-point perk. They had an Urban Decay black eyeliner, which I also know is really good, so I just decided to pick that one up as well for free, or for 100 points, I should say. Not free. That was 100 Sephora dollars I had to spend to get that little mini eyeliner. I prefer Ulta points. I'll just put that out there. But we'll see what we can do with this one. I think if I use it 20, 25 times, I should have a nice little chunk of it used and hopefully empty, maybe by the end of the year. Wouldn't that be nice? We'll see. And you know, it wouldn't be a project pan video if I wasn't rolling in another liquid lipstick. This one is from Kokie. This is their lip powder liquid lipstick, and this shade is called Heartfelt. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of funny and cute that it is called that because I actually wore this lip color for my wedding day with my wonderful, sweet, adoring husband. And it's a beautiful, like deep, almost like a muted berry, like a deep mauve, cool toned, one of my favorite type of lipsticks to wear, suiting for my wedding day, of course. I had a lot of like pink blushy tones in my wedding, and I really, really loved this lip color that day, and I still love it. And of course, it has that sentimental attachment to it. So I'm going to bring this in for the month of December, and it's actually kind of fitting because Danny and I's first date was in the month of December. Our first date was December 17th, 2012. So we're coming up on our 11-year dating anniversary. And why not reach for something that makes me think of him during the month of December? So I'm going to try and reach for this 6 times this month. And I've been loving wearing cool toned eyeshadows and cool toned blushes with that deep pink that I'm trying to pan on the E.L.F. blush palette. And I've also been wearing some very cool toned lip colors that I just feel really complement my green eyes. I really gravitate toward warm shades, or I have for so long, just because that's what was popular. But the more I wear cool tones, I just feel like it complements my coloring a lot better than warm tones sometimes do. My roots are very cool toned, and I'm wondering if I should like kind of go more cool toned with my hair. I mean, I typically do actually. Whenever I get like a toner, get my hair done, my stylist typically goes for a more ashy blonde, and I just have to kind of like remember to revive that with my purple shampoo or my purple conditioner or mask or whatever. But I'm just like kind of lazy and I don't always get to that, and then I like forget how much I like it. So yes, just some findings from, you know, trying new things and going with like different trends, and I've been enjoying just having a little cool toned adventure, especially in the winter time. I think it is very, very fun to play with those tones during this time of year. And I've kind of been starting winter early, even though we are technically still in fall. And that brings me to my next and last item that I'm bringing in to replace this pretty much almost done item. I'm bringing in this almost done body butter from Trader Joe's. So we are officially still in fall. I believe the first day of December is like December 21st or something like that, if I recall. And I'm going to do my darndest to try and finish up this pumpkin body butter during the fall season. So this is what I have left right now. I've been trying to reach for this during the fall time. I had this since last fall. I bought it and used it once and did not love it. It has such a sweet smell. It smells like cake, pumpkin cake, and that's just kind of feels weird on my body. I don't know. I really like sweet smells, but this one is just like too sweet. I feel like I'm rubbing frosting all over my body. And it just actually feels even just a little bit sticky, I think. I also just like don't love putting on lotion. It's a very tedious task for me, but I'm trying to change my ways and like embrace it and like find the moment to like really luxuriate in it and like treat my body well. So hopefully this will help me do that final push to finish this up and have it be an empty before the year. I don't want to take it in 2024. I'm really trying to like cull the items in my house I have a very small space, and just the more things I can get rid of and pare down on, the better. And this would be great to get out. So I'm going to try and finish this up by the next update, and this will just be a nice motivating factor to do so. Today this weighs 162.94 grams, and I think if I reach for this regularly after showers, I should be able to finish this in maybe 2 weeks. And you're my accountability buddy. Thank you. So that is all for my rolling project pan update for the month of December. I really hope you enjoyed it. It has been such a successful year of panning. I have been really busting my booty for all of you and for me and for my inventory. I just hope you really enjoy these videos and you find them as satisfying and as fun to watch as I do. I hope that my videos motivate you to use your own things and not to go out and spend as much money as we are always being tempted to do. This is always such a good practice for me. Knowing how long things take to get through and how much I really have in my collection really helps to curb my spending habits. Instagram has just become a complete advertising zone. It's very overwhelming. YouTube does the same thing to us all the time. And I hope that this is just kind of like a little counter wave out there in the universe to tell you that you have so many wonderful things. Use them, enjoy them, appreciate them, and stash as much money into savings as you can. I wish I could have told past Jessica that. That would have helped her out a lot. But I know now, and hopefully I'm helping other people out there. So thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you so much just for being here. Happy December. I hope you're enjoying this time of year with friends and loved ones, and that you're doing well wherever you are in the world. I hope to see you in my next video, and until then, bye.